Hi lovely souls, my name is Samantha James. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we have a pick a card for you, and it's going to be, what do they say about you? So the T, and this could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be an ex, it could be that they're talking to other friends about you, other family. It's gonna just depend on what we pull. I have already shuffled your oracle, but I have not pulled your tarot. So there is a lot of unknowns here. We still don't know, but mainly we're gonna be focusing on like the content, on like what are they saying about you. So I'm very excited about that. We have pile number 1 with the beautiful white aventurine. We have pile number 2 with the citron. I'm actually lighting a citron candle. Citron is great for manifesting money and abundance. I always call it my quick cash crystal. And then we have this beautiful blue lace agate for group number 3. All right, you guys. So if you're new to pick a cards, what you're gonna do is pause that video and figure out whichever pile or crystal you're drawn to the most. Go down below in the description box, find your timestamp, and I will see you guys all at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome. If you chose the white aventurine, this is for you. Aventurine is also an incredible crystal for manifesting. If you skip through my intro, I was talking about how citron is my quick cash crystal. I talk about manifesting with citron. This is a citron candle as well. So it's just kind of honing in some extra money and in your abundance. But aventurine is usually green, and it's always a really great crystal for manifesting prosperity. When I come out with my candle line on Chiron, which is going to be my shop launching soon in August, I will actually be selling a candle that is all about manifesting money, and there's little aventurine crystals in the candle. All right, group number 1, hello, hi. So we are here to talk about what people are saying about you. What is the T? And you will have the option to extend. This extension is not only going to be an 18 plus, what do they say about you sexually, but it's also going to be what don't they say about you, which is going to be fun, because let's say they are telling the tea to other people, but they're not highlighting your gorgeous qualities. And so you're confused about how they truly feel, what they truly think of you, because they're kind of wearing a mask, you know? So it's gonna be interesting. All right, let's get into it. Enough that chit chat. So we're gonna start with your oracle. We have, I feel transformed. I am a child. I am too, don't worry. I love this though. This is so beautiful. She's like playing with her fairies. We have ambition, hollyhock, painted lady. We have, for your goddess oracle, Inanna, desire. Beautiful. For the astrological oracle, we have Sagittarius and Leo. So you could be a Leo or Sagittarius, or you could have those in your chart, or you could kind of understand maybe who is talking about you, who's saying things about you. Okay, so let's pull your tarot cards, you guys, and let's kind of figure out what is being said about you. I guess I want to do things a little differently. So first we're going to talk about who. Let's get one card, Spirit, for who is saying things about group number 1. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is someone who probably appears to be very well off or abundant, or they are probably very successful. And it's interesting that they're talking about you, and we haven't discovered whether it's in a negative or positive way. But I don't think from the oracle it's in a negative way, but we can always dive in, you know. This is someone who has their own thing going on. This is someone who's very independent financially. They might have their own business. They might be a feminine. They could be a masculine as well, but I always get the 9 as like a feminine number, and then pentacles here. They could be someone that you went to school with or currently go to school with. I think also this person could wear glasses, doesn't have to be. They could also dye their hair, doesn't have to be. But this is someone that is actually talking about you in a very positive way. This is someone who's talking about group number 1, like Group number 1 transformed their life. They healed their inner child. They're so ambitious. They're so sexy and beautiful at the same time. They're really a desirable person. So they're really looking at you from a very positive perspective. So this is someone, sorry, I had to correct the angle, sorry about that. This is someone who is actually kind of saying things about you in a supportive way, or like, look at group number 1 go. Like, they're out here transforming, they're out here healing their inner child, they're out here super ambitious. They might even say that you're someone who's very desirable, like, oh yeah, that's my hot friend, everyone likes her or him, or you know, whatever it is. They see you as someone who is definitely a star, like you're shining bright. I always take, you know, some of the most famous actresses or actors are Leos, maybe, and some of the most adventurous people are Sagittarius. So maybe they're seeing you as someone who is very adventurous and kind of a shining light to a lot of people. Let's see, who else is saying something about group number 1? Okay, a little much. We have Judgment. Oh, that's really cool. So come to find that your angels and guides are also talking about you, but it's not that they're talking about you because they don't do that. It's more so that they are just kind of maybe even guiding the talk that is being circulated about you. It's interesting. You guys are super protected. So it's like, even if someone tries to give you the evil eye or someone wants to talk bad about you, which I'm not picking up on, it just wouldn't happen because you're just like protected. You know what I'm saying? You're like a child of the divine. It's like not a thing. So I feel like your angels are really looking out for you, and it's not like what are your angels saying about you type thing, but it's more so just like your angels are listening in on what's being said about you, and they're helping influence people, whether it's putting more love and compassion in their heart and less judgment and ego, or I don't know what it is, but it's really cool. So what is being said about you? What else is being said about you? What is being said? We have the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. I mean, you guys have worked tirelessly, and just, it almost looks effortless too, but I know that it hasn't been effortless to transform yourself and your life. You guys are, group number 1, you might have come from a place where you weren't very spiritual, or you just didn't have that understanding, and you've since gone through an awakening, and it's since propelled you into an ascension process, which has then transformed your whole life, your whole way of thinking. I mean, your third eye is completely wide open. Maybe you are healing inner child wounds and past patterns, and you know, you're in an attracting energy, you're becoming desirable, you're allowing things to come to you rather than chasing after it. Because I think when we're really young, or you know, for women or as teenagers, we think like, oh, we have to go like flirt with the guy and like, you know, or whatever. But now as we become women and goddesses and queens, we realize like we don't have to do shit. They can come to us, like, thank you very much. And I feel like you guys are really getting into an energy where you're really feeling powerful. I mean, I love this 9 of Cups, beautiful imagery here, because it's like you're working these long nights, you're studying, you're probably going to school, you're probably working on a business, you're just really rooted in your spiritual practice. It's like on top of working a job and going to school, you're also, you know, becoming this very spiritual person. With the 9 of Cups, I feel like some of you guys might be meditating, or it kind of goes to show that you're like in your bedroom making all of this beautiful stuff happen. You know, you're not like, it's not like much has changed about your environment, or you're trying to change your environment, but it's that you are just putting your head down and putting in the work and doing the damn thing, group number 1. And so this friend of yours, or this confidant, or you know, this could be a past friend, a current friend, and your angels are noticing, and I guess your friend would be saying about you, group number 1, that you are just so like magical, that you have truly transformed your life, that maybe you knew them as a child and you were like a completely different person. Now they kind of watch you from afar. Maybe they see you on Instagram or Facebook and they're just really looking at you like, wow, like they're a completely different person. I'm really proud of the woman or man that they've become. I mean, look at them shine, look at them so happy, look at them building. Like, it's just a really positive, beautiful thing. And we have strength, and Anana always reminds me of strength. And it's just about standing in your power. Look at, even in the strength card, she has little tarot cards. Like, I absolutely adore that. And she has like her own little lion with a tiny bird on it. And the lion is kind of like, has angel wings. Oh, that's so cute. And it's just basically the testament that you have really committed to not only yourself, but your spiritual practice. And your spiritual practice, I think, is also really important, because it's helped transform this journey. It's helped you awaken even further. It's helped you become the person that you are. And I think that this is just kind of a testament to, you know, all the things that you've gone through, all little trials and tribulations are paying off, and people notice them. And I think that's something that's really special, is this person at the least notices it, and then at the most, your angels notice it as well. So Anana is the Sumerian goddess of desire. She is queen of heaven, Anana. She embraces all those who seek her care. Accept her wisdom and gifts to find what your heart truly longs for. Now is the time to give in to your desires. Accept what's truly yours and release what isn't. So I feel like you are at a point in life where you are now truly accepting your gifts, and you are truly trying to let them shine. I think you're trying to take divine guidance, and I just think this is really beautiful. So I'm going to pull from the Everyday Witch Oracle. Oh my gosh, my favorite card. We have joy and delight. So this is so beautiful, because it's like, what is being said about you is just so positive. I mean, it's just that you're in a happy place, and you're someone who is truly transformed and has truly grown. You're going with the flow. You're doing your affirmations. You're doing that childhood clearing, that inner child work. I mean, you got the angels on your side. You got your guides on your side. You're this beautiful goddess. You're this beautiful queen. I mean, what? Group number one, you're out here listening to tarot card readings, even if they might be tough to hear. You're seeking the truth. You're trying to become the best version of yourself possible. You're releasing your grip on your manifestations. I mean, yes, hats off for group number one. What? I mean, I was not expecting this. I was expecting some sort of gossipy type reading, but I can never ever get the gossip. It seems like I'm not like the channel for gossip. I'm more of the channel for, I don't know, building people up, I guess, because I followed this one reader and I absolutely adore her, and she gets all the tea, but I can't seem to get that tea, because my audience is here, I think, to be channeled messages that are just like, yes, sweetie, you're doing great. But you guys really truly are. So we're gonna extend this. It's gonna be an 18 plus, even if this is a friend. I think we'll just talk about generally what is being said about you sexually. We can top into other people. Doesn't have to be this person. And then we're gonna talk about what's not being said about you, okay? Group number one, thank you for being here, my gorgeous queen goddesses. I love you. I really hope that resonated. Let me know if it did. In the meantime, though, if you guys are interested in some really cool exclusive content, I have posted a couple new readings on Patreon that are exclusive 18 pluses. So if that's something you're interested in, that is linked down below. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the extended. Hello, group number two. Welcome. If you chose this beautiful citron, this is for you. We're gonna put the citron crystal next to the citron candle. Super excited about that. All right, group number two. So group number one was juicy. I was not fucking expecting that shit. I'm kind of going into this reading like freehand and kind of like just trying to get the tea. Like, it's supposed to be a gossipy reading, but it's really turning out to be like a above and beyond, like, here are the messages from the divine type shit. And then we like went over into the extended, and I used an 18 plus deck, and it was like what are people saying about you sexually? Oh, okay. So yes, you will have the option to extend, and we are going to be talking about in 18 plus on what people say about you sexually, and then what they're not saying about you, like what they're thinking, but no one will say, that kind of thing. Love it. Okay, so let's get into it. Group number 2, I have your oracle and we will pull your tarot. So to start, we have I feel sensual. All right, so I already know where this direction is going. We have Grace, yellow jasmine, two-tailed pasha. For your goddess card, we have Ane, inner strength. I have not seen her yet. I love this. And we have Ocean, forgiveness. Wow, she's gorgeous. They're both gorgeous. For your astrological oracle, we have Taurus, and we have Soul, which is the sun. Okay, so let's get a card for who is saying things about you. Who is saying things about group number 2? The Fool. Oh, the Fool is saying things about you, group number 2. Now, this could be an Aries. This could be someone who's immature. This could be someone that's an ex. This could be someone that you've had a one-night stand with. This could be someone that looks up to you, like is younger than you, and you kind of mentor. That's really interesting. Let's get, they could be a fool, like a damn fool. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm kind of not. Okay, what else can we get? They could wear glasses. They could have gone to school with you. They could be someone that's very innocent. You know, I'm not gonna lie, this is not someone who is saying bad things about you. This could be like a younger sister or a younger sibling. I'm not kidding. Or a cousin. Okay, let's get one more card on who. Who is saying what about group number 2? Who? Okay. 9 of Cups. This is someone that you have either had love with in a relationship sense, or this is someone who's in your family, but there's love here. There's Cups energy. This is someone who is familiar to you, but they're the ones saying things about you. And everything that they're saying from what I can see so far from the oracle is very positive. But it's a little sexual. So I'm like, maybe it is a past lover or something of that nature. Someone who is truly happy with you or where you've left things. This is someone who would describe you as sensual. This is someone who would describe you as graceful. We have forgiveness here. It could be an ex, and that maybe you don't realize that they don't hate you, or they do think highly of you, and if they do say something about you, it's not negative. It actually is very positive. So what are they saying about you? What are they saying about you? We have the 9 of Pentacles. I can also take that 9 of Cups and kind of extract that into the message on what they're saying about you. We have the Sun. Well, they're saying that whether you broke up with them or not, or went a separate way or not, or had to do things unconventionally or not, depending on your relationship with this person, doesn't have to be an ex, but it could be. You made the right decision for yourself, and they are actually happy that you are happy. Seeing you happy makes them happy, and there's nothing that they can be mad about. So what they're saying is that, like, you really are happy and content, and you know, you're spiritual, and you seem at peace, and you also seem very financially stable. You seem very abundant and well off, and you just seem fucking happy. I mean, we have the Sun, we have Soul, Sun, and we have ocean. And we have these beautiful depictions of sunflowers here. I mean, it just really, lots of yellow. It just shows me happiness. It just shows me sunshine. It just shows me, like, you know, that you're just in a much better place. We have the Star. It's like you've risen above through the darkness and you've created your own light. You've really, truly created your own light. And what this person is saying about you is that they just cannot believe how you have gone through what you've gone through in such a graceful way. You really have some true inner strength. Group number 2, that's that beautiful Taurus that you're channeling. Whether you're a Taurus or not, I think that this card is here because Tauruses are ruled by Venus, and they are so sensual, they are so graceful, but they're fierce. They're fucking fierce, bruh. Like, these bitches are fierce. Like, they are not only aesthetically bomb as fuck, but you wouldn't expect them to be in overdrive. Like, they are strong as fuck. They are hard workers. So I just feel like what they're saying about you is not only are you bomb and beautiful and sensual and sexy, but you make it look easy because, you know, like, you've gone through a lot of hardship and you make it look easy. Because now you're on the other end where you have reached success and you've reached abundance and you are so happy and you are so content. And I think you're so fiercely independent at the same time that it's like, how? You know, like, some people really have outdated beliefs. Like, oh my God, like, how does she afford a house and a car and like all these things by herself and like look so pretty? And it's like, cause she does. She runs a business, she has an empire, she's doing her affirmations, she's fucking abundant, she's bomb as fuck. Like, she can have it all. Like, some people really truly believe you need them, or you need a man, or you need this, or you need that. And you guys are so, like, you're screaming like fiercely independent to me. And I just feel like on top of being fiercely independent, you're fucking bomb. So you raise a lot of questions, you raise a lot of eyebrows because people do have things to say, but then when they get down to it, they don't have anything to say because it's like they see you doing this all on your own. Like, you're clearly not getting handouts from anyone. And they're just like kind of in awe, like, how can I join this team? It's like, if you can't beat them, join them. And they definitely want to join you, group number 2. But for some of you, it is an ex talking about you, but they're like almost talking about you in like a proud kind of way. Like, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your growth and where you've come. And this might be, you know, so far unexpected with the X card. Like, it could be someone you would have never thought in a million years is talking about you or like looking at you in this way. You might think they hate you or they never want anything to do with you, or maybe when you guys were together, they didn't notice you, like they didn't really see you, and now they're truly seeing you and noticing that you are graceful, you are sensual, but you're also badass. You know, you're fucking strong. And I think a lot of your strength, group number 2, also comes from the fact that you have had that ability to forgive, because not being able to forgive, not just yourself, but other people, is a massive blockage. And that blockage can then result in shame, and that can result in guilt. And then you create more blockages, and it's hard to be an abundant person when you can't forgive, or you hold resentment, or you have a chip on your shoulder. And I think you guys have really done a lot for yourself as far as choosing love and not ego, and choosing grace. So we have Ane, who, I'm going to read you what it says for Ane. And I believe I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but I don't know if I am. But she is a Celtic goddess of love. Ane is guiding you to look within for strength, whether you're embracing a new path, taking a risk, or healing from past pain. Everything you're seeking is inside you. Love that. And then we have Ocean. And she is from Yoruba. So you've been hurt, and Ocean is here to help soothe and nurture your heart so you can forgive. Forgiveness is the gift we give ourselves, so let the loving goddess guide you through the pain. Love for yourself will free you from agony. So it's either you have done that already or you're going to. But it just kind of shows me that you guys have really, you know, you've been hurt in the past, and I think maybe people were expecting to see you hurt, and what they're saying about you is you're like the opposite. Maybe even some of you guys have really risen to the top, or you have created some social media platform, or you're just taking more photos of yourself, or whatever it is. I just think that you guys look great, and you know, you seem very happy and confident. We have strength and resilience. Yes. You guys, I think another thing people are saying about you is they're just so amazed by your strength, by your resilience to get through things, especially if you were involved with some sort of fuckboy energy such as the Fool. I mean, talk about immature as fuck. The Fool starts at 0 and then it goes all the way to 21 major archetypes. So if we're starting at 0, you know this person's immature as fuck, and you know that they're novice and they don't really know what they're doing with your beautiful goddess heart. So I think that people are saying you're abundant, you look happy, you look like you're really killing it in whatever field you guys are in, and on top of it, you look fucking sexy doing it. Okay, girl number 2? All right, so I'm super proud of you. We're gonna extend this. It's gonna be an 18+. We're gonna be talking about what are people saying about you sexually and what are they not saying. All right, group number 2. So thank you so much for joining me here. I love you, I appreciate you. I really hope that resonated, and I'll see you in the extended. Hi, lovely souls, welcome. If you chose group number 3 with the blue lace agate, which is so beautiful. It has those really intricate laces in it. This is for you. We're gonna be talking about what do people say about you, or what does this person say about you. I'm gonna try and pull 1 or 2 tarot cards to figure out who this person is. And you will have the option to extend for an 18+, which is gonna be pretty juicy. I wasn't expecting it, but it's turned out to be juicy. It's an 18+ on what people are saying about you sexually, and then what people won't say, like what they're thinking but not saying, which is actually turned out to be really interesting. Okay, so group number 3, welcome. Let's do your oracle. I've already done the oracle, but I haven't pulled your tarot, so let's get into it. To start, we have I will guide. What a beautiful card. We have wisdom, purple iris, common map, butterfly. For your goddess oracle, we have Yemoja, release. We have Athena, wisdom. And for your astrological oracle, we have Scorpio. So you guys got the least amount of oracle, and I almost think that it's because it's very straight and to the point, very blunt. I think also it could be that you're very mysterious, and you know, it's very hard to figure you out. So there's not that much to say. It's all actually mostly wonder and curiosity, I think, but you know, it will be interesting in the extended to kind of figure out what people aren't saying, what they're just kind of thinking. But we have wisdom twice. And I think people are saying generally that you are a guiding light, or you are very wise. They could see that you have a spiritual community, or that you dabble in the occult. You could be a tarot card reader. I always give out that example, but you know, whatever it is, I think that you have a spiritual community and people see that. So who is saying that? Who is talking about you? Group number 3. Let's pull 1 tarot card for who is saying that. Who is talking about you? Who is saying that? Who is talking about you? Okay, to start, we have the Chariot. It's interesting, in this illustration, we have 3 different feminines here. So it could be like 3 friends of yours are seeing you as someone who is very wise, someone who is a guide, maybe even to them. You could be like on a spiritual group chat with these people. I think they're all very different from each other, but they all are very similar in that they are in this kind of school of like this witching academy. Like you guys all are very interested in tarot, or you're all very interested in spirituality, and like you have that beautiful common thread. This is not like schoolmates or classmates that you kind of like happen to be schoolmate and classmates with. This is something that by choice you've kind of found like your soul family and spiritual community, and I think they are the ones saying things about you. Yeah, look, we have the High Priestess. How appropriate and gorgeous is that? It's just kind of going to talk about even more how these are people that are a part of a spiritual community that are saying these things about you, that you're very wise, that you're a beautiful guide, that you have this beautiful ability to release, but there's still a lot of mystery to you. There's still a lot about you that's hidden or not brought into the light that they can't figure out. And it's not a negative thing. It's just kind of like they see you as someone who's very private, and they also kind of look at that as like a very powerful trait of yours. I mean, the High Priestess, she's always represented as someone who's very mysterious, that can figure everyone else out, but cannot be figured out in return. And I think you're also really gorgeous. Like there's something about you. Some of you kind of have this Barbie look, and it's not to associate Barbie with gorgeous. There's all certain types of looks that I'm seeing here, but I think it's just like there's something unexpected about your look, and then the fact that you're so wise and spiritual. I think people love to stereotype spiritual tarot card readers or fortune tellers or psychic, psychic mediums and oh, they must be tatted and pierced and weird and like middle-aged and live in their mom's basement with a bunch of cats. And it's like, not necessarily. I see you guys as being really gorgeous, and probably like pin-up style gorgeous. Like people just would not assume that you are in this kind of career or in this kind of lifestyle. I think even, let's take it a step further, people would assume that you're a model, or they'd assume that you're some sort of influencer or something, because you guys got the goods. Like you have a beautiful body, beautiful eyes, beautiful hair. You really take care of your hair, something I'm seeing very strongly. You guys have a nice mane, like a lion's mane. Maybe you even hide yourself with your hair. Your hair is kind of like your protective layer, but I think your friends or these people are, in your community are looking at you in a very positive way, and they're looking up at you. Like I don't think you're someone that places yourself above others, but I definitely think that people put you on a pedestal anyway, because you do carry so much esoteric wisdom, so much grace, so much poise. You have a very old soul. So people are saying that about you. And I think that you do something at a desk, and that's why I'm very drawn to like tarot cards, or maybe you're an author, or maybe I see that she has like a pen and she's writing and there's a book. Maybe you're a teacher or a mentor. But I just see that you guys are doing something where you're really kind of giving back to others in some sort of way. Okay, let's pull. So what else are they saying? What else are these people saying? We have the Page of Swords and the Six of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so another thing that they're saying is, they want to get close to you, and they want to know more about you with the Page of Swords energy. They want to ask you questions. They want to talk to you. They want to get to know you more. But it's Six of Swords. There's either distance here, like there's long distance, like maybe these are internet friends type thing, or you just, every time someone tries to get close to you, you kind of run away, or we're not quite at the Seven of Swords, which is more about like running, but there is like an energy here where it's like you aren't necessarily as open, and they're not even seeing it in a negative way with the Wheel of Fortune here. I think that they see that you're going through a lot of different cycles in your life. You might be starting some very important things in your life, like it could be anything that's important: graduating, marriage, baby, house, car, whatever is like a huge landmark, I guess, in a timeline. And so and maybe they don't quite see all of the details of that. They don't really know what's going on, but with the Wheel of Fortune, there is an energy of like, they trust that you're going through something and that you will come back and talk to them when you have time. But I think that they're just so interested in your life, and they wish that you were more available, that they could ask you questions and see how you truly have created some of the things that you've created. And I think that, you know, there's this energy of you turning your head, and not turning your head in a, again, none of this is looking upon you in a negative way. It's more of looking upon you in a mysterious way. Like, they just want to know more about you. You're just like very like you're like a celebrity, and it's like they just want to know more and get to know you more. And I just think that they also see you as someone who's very shy or introverted, or someone who really does keep to yourself, like at the end of the day. Like, let's say you're not going through a bunch of cycles, like at the end of the day with the Hermit, they just see you as someone who is a hermit. Like, you just are a homebody, or you just keep to yourself, or you just don't want to necessarily talk to everyone. You want to cozy up with a book, or you just want to chill. Like, I think that because you guys are spiritual leaders, because you have this spiritual community, because you dabble in the occult, I think it's super important for you guys to rest. And I think energetically, you guys need to fill up your own cup before you can go out and give others your cup. And I think you, more than ever, I think there's a lot of people that have this facet. I think a mom, you know, has to fill up her cup in order to give to her kids, but on a spiritual level, it's like 10 times more energy you're giving out because you're drained and you're an empath. So it is super necessary for you to get into hermit mode and try to kind of, you know, heal yourself and help yourself. So I think that it just, you run short of time really, because you guys are dabbling in a lot of different things. And I think that's something that, you know, your friends are saying about you, that they're noticing. And I think they just kind of wish that they had more time with you, or they wish that they could like speak to you more and things like that, because they just really love you and look up to you. And I think that's like what they're saying, but they're definitely talking amongst each other. And with the Page energy, Page of Swords energy, to me, it symbolizes like text message communication or social media. So maybe this is like some sort of group chat, or maybe it's like there is long distance, like you guys are all at a long distance or something. So there is that kind of energy there. But I'm gonna pull some more Oracle and see what else we get. Okay, we have Listening to Wisdom. Beautiful card. And we have Imagine and Envision. Okay, all right. So, I mean, wow, what a beautiful card. I mean, you guys really are doing a lot, and I think that it's beyond what people can see. Like, it's beyond their perception. With that Scorpio astrological card here, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a Scorpio. I think the card here is more to talk about certain traits, but there is like a whole world out there that is in your head that most people can't see. With Listening to Wisdom and the Hermit, I just think that you guys have to go back to the books. Like, you have to teach yourself in order to teach others. I'm gonna sneeze. Woo, excuse me. And I think that with the Hermit here, it's like you guys really do have to listen to wisdom, or you really are a direct channel for the divine. So it's not that you're trying to ignore anyone, or it's not that you don't want to be a part of everything. It's just like energetically, there's not enough time in the day. And then I think when you're done kind of listening to guidance and channeling directly from the divine, I think with Imagine and Envision, you're working on your own life and your own dreams, and you're really trying to envision a beautiful future for yourself. I think you guys are really goal oriented and you're goal setters. I think something that is understated about Scorpios is that they're very routine actually, and they are very consistent and determined. Both my parents are Scorpios. Mostly my dad. My mom is like on the cusp of a Scorpio Libra, but watch my dad my whole life, like get up every day, go to the gym, go to work, like every single day without failure. And Kris Jenner, perfect example. She's like a famous Scorpio, someone who just has built a huge fucking conglomerate and an empire. but I just think something understated about Scorpios is that they are constantly imagining more for themselves, envisioning more, trying to work more and do more. And I think on top of that, you guys energetically and spiritually are very connected to the divine and the occult, and I think that you serve as this channel. So there's just like only so much time in the day. Maybe that's something they're also saying, maybe that's something that they are observing about you, or maybe that's like the missing piece, that they don't know that's what's happening, but they might be assuming that. So that's really beautiful and really interesting. Group number 3 on what they are saying about you. We're going to move this over to the extended. Clearly, I am channeling some friends of yours, so we're not going to be talking necessarily about what they're saying about you sexually. We're going to talk generally. We're going to talk about what people say about you sexually, and then what people aren't saying about you, which is very interesting. So that is in the extended, which is linked down below. In the meantime, however, stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you guys in the extended.